All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is our first game in the Premier League today. January. Sorry, the transfer window has already passed. Not passed, but you know, I've passed through it up to this point. So let's see. My cat is on the desk again. I just, it's a habit, I guess. So I haven't spent a ton of money. Was at the end of last season. I've highlighted one special name here. I figured he did it for Liverpool a few years ago. He may be able to do it again. His stats aren't terrible. He might be able to come off the bench and do some stuff. I'm gonna start him today. Just he'll definitely perform in the championship if we go back down. And then I bought Ethan Pinnock from Brentford. He had a very good season last season, so I figured I'd defensively at least he did. 20 games, 1 goal, 3 Player of the Match awards, and a 7.04 rating. And if he can do that for us across 20 games, I will be less worried about us going down. Although Brentford did go down. So, we'll see. And then this is a younger player. Augustine Mullet. I don't know, I probably butchered that. I'm very sorry if I did. He just has some very well-rounded stats. I think he's only 22. The more he plays, the better he'll get. I kind of went crazy in the midfield on accident. I signed a couple players and then forgot I signed them. Like this guy, Faravelli. He'll be decent. He can play, in just enough places to be very useful, which is nice. My cat has jumped on the desk again. This is the 3rd time now. I'll try to ignore her. It's fine. And then I bought this guy, Jaume Grau. Just a good defensive midfielder. At this point, I was messing around with a couple tactics. I've got some fun tactics set up, too. I was watching a Dr. Benji video yesterday, and one of them popped up in New Zealand and his rating tactics. And I figured I'd give that one a shot. Not today, though. Today we're going to go for a more simple tactic, because we're playing Bournemouth, and we don't want to lose that game. Then I bought an attacker, Steffi Mavididi. I just think he looked well-rounded. Playing on the wing and at striker. These are all, I would say, good championship, decent Premier League quality players. In my opinion, you may look at this and think, what is this guy doing? He's going down. We are favorites to go down, 1,000-1. I let Dan Potts go out on loan because he wanted to. So I picked up Gabriel Rojas. And, again, just a decent player with a little bit of room to grow. And I'll definitely be able to get more money for him. And then, finally, Malangsar, I got him for a great deal. 1.3 million. Look at what he's worth now. He's still only 23. I'm going to be playing him more center back, I think. Haven't quite decided yet. I think he's at left back for today's game. And then going out, I couldn't sell anybody. I really tried. Let's see, I can't remember if I sold anybody here. I let a lot of my more youth players go. I did sell Naismith. This was one I didn't really want to do, but I had upset him throughout the season by not playing him enough, so I let him go for cheap. And then both of my cats are eating right now. Sorry, it's early. They're having breakfast. And then I think that's it for outs in terms of sales. And then everybody else who left just went out on loan. I loaned out Gabriel Osho. He just wasn't going to make it in the team. And it's, no fair. I tried to sell him. Tried to sell Anya Dinma, too. He was pitching a fit. I was going to use him this season because he's quick. But he was pitching a fit. He wanted a new contract. Wanted way more than he would have been worth. So I just loaned him out. Rest are youth players. Now let's get into this. I want to show you guys my tactics for the season. Just so you can... These will change, obviously. This is my tactic number 1. Just a simple. It's gegenpress right now, but that's just because that's what it was when I clicked on number 1. I meant to put on control possession. See how that works. It could work as a gegenpress too, though. And then this was pretty similar to what I've been using for my Dortmund save, and I think I used this last season too. So, figured if it's not broken, don't fix it. This is what I'll be using for the first couple games of the season. And then this one is the one I saw in the Dr. Benji and Zealand video. And I just thought, I used it in the last couple games of preseason. Let's see. I used it in these 3 games of preseason. And I purposely made one of them against Chelsea. It was 0-0, so, not too bad. But it did seem like it made our goalkeepers work a lot. So we'll see. That might be a fun one to do. And our first game in the Carabao Cup is against little old championship side, Watford. So, I may do that one in this video too, depending on how the Bournemouth game goes. And how much time has passed, because it's already been about 6 minutes. Alright, so let me get the tactics set up, and I will see you guys at the game. Don't blink. Alright, here we are getting into the game. This is the lineup. And I did kind of decide to buy more high-quality championship players than 1 or 2 really good Premier League players. If I could even have afforded 1 or 2 of those. Because, for a few reasons, but because we weren't supposed to come up this season, and nobody expected us to, and our reputation isn't high enough, those big players wouldn't join us. I signed the highest quality players that I could find that I wouldn't have to spend a ton of money on. I did end up spending about 20 or 30 million in the transfer window, but we are not over our wage. We're still in a decent spot financially. So let's hope it keeps going. All right, let's get into it. I did try to buy Jack Stacey. I figured, it just be a fun signing to have to bring him back to the team, but they wanted like 50 million for him, and I offered 7, so it wasn't gonna happen. And for most of these games, I will be happy with a draw or a win. I just don't want us to embarrass ourselves. I want us to give everything we've got and try our best. Go on, Pelly, Malang Sarr, first time on the ball there that I've seen. Cutting through, Elijah Adebayo here. Oh. Go on, Sturridge. Daniel Sturridge, first goal of the season. You cannot write it. This is beautiful. What a goal. The man still has it. The man still has it. Look at this. My goodness. Sorry if I'm talking really loud. The mic, I leaned into the mic there. Woo! Oh, man. We're going to win the league. Forget about what I said. We're winning the league. Unbeaten season. That's what's going to happen. I thought he'd still be able to do it. Well, okay. It's game 1. He might only score in this game. But still. I'm happy. Very even game so far. Nobody's on yellows here, which is very nice. Let's keep no yellow cards. I'm going to ignore that for now, but I may put that on later in the game if it stays 1-0. Come on, boys. Uh-oh. It looks like I'm gonna have to take off my VDD, and I've really upset him. I've upset quite a few players over the window because they all want a new contracts, and I was happy to give them to them. But if you're on 8K a week, I'm not now going to give you 40K a week. I'll give you 18K or 20K. I'm not going to give you 40K. And a lot of players wanted really big pay bumps, like Harry Cornick. But I'm going to play him anyway because he came from Bournemouth. And it'll be nice if he has a good game here. So I'll bring him on now. Sorry about my voice. I thought the worst of everything was behind me, and I it still feels like it is, but I still sound a little bit iffy. All right, boys, come on now. And Sonny Bradley should be back very soon, but Reece Burke got really upset when I signed Sarr, so I'm gonna have to give him more game time throughout this season too. I mean, he's a very good player, and when he came to me with complaints, I said to him, "You're in the tactics still. You're still in my game plan. Don't worry about it." And then he got more upset. The player conversations and stuff seem a lot different this year than they have been in other years. As in, players come to you for silly things. I had 2 players come to me. I had Cornick and Lansbury come to me wanting new deals a week after 2 days after our contract discussions had fallen apart. So I can't offer them a new deal because they won't talk to me. And then they get mad at me for not offering them a new deal. And it's just ridiculous stuff. Oh, and I saw that Kyoso's been recalled from his loan today back to Luton, which will be brilliant. I think the guy's a baller. I think he's gonna kick butt in the championship when he starts getting some game time. Let me put on one of these newer midfielders here. Oh, it's only the 70th minute. I don't know if I want to use my last sub yet. I think it's fine. Bring in Mullet. Already on ball-winning midfielder. Perfect. All right. Get to the 75th minute, and I'll put on time wasting. Just going to do it now. Be more disciplined. Play for set pieces. Perfect. And I'm also going to put work on ball into the box because I forgot to do that. Here we go. Now we're into it. Too early to praise him again. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. They didn't love that. They didn't love that praise. Oh, Harry Cornick giving the ball away. Oh, no. Is he self-sabotaging the team to force a move? Oh, terrible goalkeeping from Sluga, too. That was a mess. All because Harry Cornick gave the ball away. Look at this. What was he doing? What was Sluga doing? Sorry, I had to run off. My dog started gagging, so I want to make sure he was okay. He is. He's totally fine. Oh, man. Suddenly that draw I was talking about at the beginning of the game is not as nice, is it? Let's see what we can do. All right. Let's get into it. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, Slugga, good save. That was not nice. That was not fun. That was not exciting. Come on, boys. Try to get something going here. Come on. Last few minutes of the game. Sar, what was that? Oh, no. He's on defend. I don't even know why he was taking the... Oh, it was a throw-in. Never mind. All right, what are we going to do here? I've also got a Nathan Redmond that I'm trying to sign right now. Trying to bring him in. He's just a little bit better quality than the wingers that we have now, and it just gives good competition. Harry Cornick, beautiful goal, Harry Cornick. Fully making up for giving the ball away for that conceding the other goal. That is beautiful. Scoring against his old club, and the second goal for Luton Town ever in the Premier League. Not in the top flight, but in the Premier League. That is beautiful. You cannot write it. I love that. And he has now earned his place at least on the bench for the next game. He's on. Fantastic. All right, boys, let's just hold on to it. 1 minute. There we go. Come on. First game, one win in the Prem. 100% ratio, unbeaten. That is fantastic. Very happy with that. Fifth. End the season. End the season. Stop the clocks. This is it. Stop it. Europa League. All right, that's good. Only 1 or 2 days. Look at that headline. Beautiful. Although his stats are dropping a lot, but still. I think the more game time he gets, he'll come back around. He'll get better and better. This formation seemed to work well enough. Looks like Reece Burke struggled this last game quite a bit. So he may not start the next one. Same with Jordan Clark. We will see. I was going to do the Watford game as well, but I will record that one separately just as the game. So that this video isn't too long. So that is all for today. I'll show you Redmond here real quick. 750K going up to I think 2 or 2.5 mil. Not a ton of money. He's not amazing, but he just has more well-rounded stats than some of my other wingers. And with that funky formation, I don't have anybody to play on the left mid that doesn't pull somebody away from another position. So I figured he's cheap. We've got the money. He's not going to be on this wage, I don't think. No, yeah, see, he'll be on 46K a week. I've really tried to keep the finances in control, and I have succeeded. So it'll be nice. That's all I got for now. I will see you guys against Watford, and then we'll jump quite a few games. Don't blink.